everybody, and welcome to the top 5 overpowered weapons. We all know weapons are things designed to hurt your enemies, but these just have that little bit of an extra sting that goes far and beyond overkill. Number 5, the Loud Locust, the tiny pistol from Saints Row 4. Hidden under the Let's Pretend, where you have to shoot the doorknob and find just go down the stairs, through the passageway, around the corner. It's like sitting in a chair in the corner. Now, this pistol is a rocket launcher. It is not just a rocket launcher. It sometimes you have to switch weapons to be able to use it again, even if you have infinite ammo and it fully upgraded, as I do here. Oh yeah, and when I say fully upgraded, you can't upgrade its damage. You can only upgrade its recharge rate. But it's so overpowered that it ragdolls you upon using it. Now, let's see that a few more times. It makes you go flying backwards. Why do you need something this strong, you may ask? Because it's a handgun that can kill tanks. Oh, it's also good for one other thing. It makes it even more overpowered than the superpowers. Boom! Aircraft down. Number 4. From Castlevania Harmony of Despair, Valmaway +1. You can only get this weapon from Chapter 10 on Hard, and only get it from the final boss chest. And when I say final boss, that mission has that chapter is like the entire first Castlevania game in 30 minutes or less. And, well, you see the Valmaway +1 does not really have that high of a damage stat. Solosis does a lot more damage per hit. But the Valmaway +1 can be swung 8 times in a single second. So if you have if you have 6 players playing a Soma Alucard combo, Alucard swings it fastest, Soma just does more damage with it, you can come up with this. And that didn't take very long at all to kill the final boss. I mean, no other weapon in the game can do it that fast. It's just physically impossible. Super potion at the end. And now on to number 3. Number 3 is from the Tales... Well, I'm talking specifically from Tales of Vesperia, which is this right here. This thing is... Some people would call this an ability. It is known as the Overlimit. But this thing is a weapon in its own right. Dear God, yeah. And I'm even missing on purpose here, just to show about... just to show about that really stupid violent pain. I call it stupid because it is the cheapest thing in the game when in Overlimit. Because it has... You can cast it so fast, and it hits so many times with every hit having knockdown that it doesn't even make sense as to why the game would allow you to use it like that. And on top of all that, we have this, the Mystic Art. The higher your hit combo is, the more damage your Mystic Art does. That's a very low hit combo, and it nearly killed everything on screen. And number 2, we have the ultimate living weapon. only found in Final Fantasy Type 0. If you lose the Shinryu Celestia fight, Diva, also known as Aricia, calls forth uses her Fal'Cie blood to summon a Eidolon that surpasses the Grand Eidolon, Type 0. Now, Bahamut Type 0, being an Eidolon that can only be summoned by a Fal'Cie, is much more powerful than any Bahamut to date. If any of you remember Bahamut Fury, his Exaflare doesn't even hold a candle to what this thing has. Though this is much better at directing the blast so that it doesn't destroy as much collateral damage like the moon. I mean, we have here just your standard Giga Flare, which, you know, we already knew Flare is powerful. Mega Flare is overkill. Giga Flare is, why do you even need something that strong? Exaflare is strong enough to destroy the moon, but here we have the ultimate in Flare, Terra Flare. Terra Flare is a complete and total cinematic attack in which 100 Neo Bahamuts are summoned to launch their Mega Flares at the same time, turning into something similar to Knights of the Round Dragon style. Knights of the Round was one of the greatest summons of all time. Just too bad we can't summon Type 0 on our own, though it would cost a character's life every time. Due to the way Eidolons are summoned in Type 0. And number 1, we have the laptop gun. But not this one. No. We are not talking about the Perfect Dark Zero rendition of the laptop gun, which looks like this for some odd reason. I mean, this is a friggin' assault rifle. No. Instead, we are talking about this. The much smaller, and you know what? If you go by logic, this thing should be a lot weaker than it is. This, probably a 22 long rifle or 22 short. I'm not really sure which, and I really don't think I care. It is overpowered to hell and back. Personally, I think it does more damage in a single hit than the sniper rifle does. And it fires so unbelievably fast that before my health bar could go down anymore, I had already fired enough bullets to kill that guy. I mean, seriously. Oh, and there's one other thing you can do with it, which I'm about to do up here. You can switch this thing to secondary fire mode and throw it. Wherever it sticks, it will turn into a turret that will rip, tear, and shred anyone who gets by. Just anyone who comes by. Well, that's all for the top 5, so thank you and have a great day.